It's time to see what you've been responding to on our social media pages, and that's JNI. Mapitso Sibiri is here with so what's trending today? What are we going to talk about?
Well, people are talking about Aisha Wang,
okay.
And also, you know, it started from the senior minister's comment, yes. And a lot of criticism has been surrounding it. But since it's Throwback Thursday, and you know what, some people may have forgotten what the senior minister had actually said, okay. Which actually sparked the whole criticism and the debates.
So
because
we want to take them back.
We want to take them back
okay.
to what the senior minister had said.
A very good relationship with China. They're the main company that is helping develop the infrastructure system in Ghana. Is Sino Hydro. It's a Chinese company. It's the one that's going to help process our bauxite and provide about $2 billion to us. So when there are these kind of arrangements, there are other things behind the scenes. Putting that lady in jail in Ghana is not going to solve your economic problem. It's not going to make you happy or me happy. That's not important. The most important thing that is being imported out of Ghana. So we must say it's not wrong. I'm saying that there are many other things beyond what you see in these matters. And everybody is wide awake. The most important thing is that we have found this established regulation and we are protecting our environment. And that is far more important than one Chinese woman who has been imported.
All right, Rabs, as we know, the comments attracted a widespread of criticism. Yeah. Everybody's just talking about it.
Right.
But at today's news conference, however, Lands and Natural Resource Minister Kweku Asamoah stated that government's case against Aisha Wang was not discontinued because of the Sino Hydro deal. He says Aisha Wang erred, but the most important thing is to achieve sanity on the ground. And a lot of people have been asking, what exactly do you mean by sanity on the ground? But let's take a listen to the Minister.
Whether Aisha was part of the deal or she was not part of the deal, it's neither here nor there. The most important thing is that she erred. She went contrary to our rules and we have deported her. She's not in the country. The most important thing is to achieve sanity on the ground, and that is exactly what we are pursuing.
But you know, in another African country, a lady was actually jailed. They call her the Ivory Queen. I mean, she was going about, you know, doing that. She was jailed in another country. So why couldn't you also prosecute Aisha Wang and instead deported her?
That was at the discretion of that country. Here, our discretion was to the effect that the trial of Aisha Wang be truncated and then afford her the opportunity to go to her country.
All right, that's the Lands Minister Asoma Treme. And let's go to Facebook and see what you've been saying, because we posted that on our Facebook page. We'll start with Alexander, who says, so disappointed in this NPP brains. They still think Ghanaians are still gullible. And Seth Atanga says, political impunity.
All right, Jude Carl says, okay, please, let's keep our comments, you know, devoid of insults. Okay, so Patrick Icon Benjamin says, in fact, I listened to this man and he made no sense at all. This is my candid judgment of all that he said. Ishahak Awal says, so will a Ghanaian be deported from China to Ghana if he or she committed a crime? Hell no. The fellow will be jailed with hard labor before he will see the shores of his or her country again. Do you know how many Ghanaians are in jail in other countries? And have you bothered to know why they're in jail? And Alan Noviu says, when you give them power, they think the electorates are stupid. Bright Etonam says, we are not serious in this country. Will you be deported from China if you do the same here? I guess you're making the same point as the earlier respondent. And Godfred Fred says, we put our own in prison for taking our own and pay for aeroplane to send back a foreigner who came to take our own. Are some leadership not thinking?
All right. Okay, Aisha Wang, like I said, was trending earlier today, but people have been talking about it also on Facebook. We'll go to Nana Bafo, who says, Honorable Yao Osofuma for an honest. Okay, many are calling for this guy to be fired due to his truthfulness. And at Kojo AD says, this is Ghana, where the country doesn't protect her citizens, but the citizens are always asked to protect the country. It's a country that citizens survive by God's grace and nothing else. Echo Black says, and we let her go just like that. Ghana is a joke. God bless the senior minister for telling us the truth. And Sharif says, who is the so-called eye-opener? He should be arrested first. And Robert Kofi says, Ghanaians were able to kill their own son, brother and soldier, but can't do nothing to a Chinese woman who's killing their own. Please, God Almighty, may everyone who's protecting this woman know one way or another. We'll come back to Facebook for some of your comments, but let's go to WhatsApp and see what you've been saying. This one is from Tema, and Emmanuel Pong says, our leaders must be serious. And Valanan in Akotia says, I'm surprised the NDC is making capital of this deportation. What about the over 300 Chinese deported by the NDC? This is Ghana, where the country doesn't protect her citizens, but the citizens are always asked to protect the country. We're taking more of your WhatsApp comments there. But the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources has revealed that 194 foreign nationals were deported, and so we've been getting those have been deported because of illegal mining. And we're asking you if you think deportation is enough punishment. Rubs, I don't know, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think, you know, deportation is enough punishment? Or
here's what I think. I think that if you break the law, if you violate the law, you must face the consequences. That's it. And that's why the laws were put in place, you know, to, you know, punish people, sanction people, and to serve as a deterrent so others don't act, you know, same.
Okay.
And so if you break the law, you must be put behind bars or serve the terms.
All right. Okay, let's go to our Facebook page. Solomon Sina says, the Galam says at the Flagstaff House, did they deport or sack them? And Palmiskal says, did anyone see them being deported? And Sadat Lara says, how about the corrupt leaders? What are we doing about them?
He said since Nado entered power, everything just increased. I don't even know my age anymore. Me that used to be 16 years now, I'm now confused. Like, really? And Manuel Carter says the usual politics. Ghana has a long way to go after 60 years.
All right, in Freetown, he says, I see nothing wrong with what the senior minister said. And this one is asking, so why is the government trying to make this a long case? Let her face the law. If it were them, they wouldn't keep long on such cases. GH, and that is from Atu. And this one says, the NPP government is just playing with our minds, but everything they do, 2020 will surely come. You know how to keep the conversation going? On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. Send us a WhatsApp message on 055-815-7074. I am Mapizo CBD.
Thanks, Mapizo, and I'm sure that